Hello and welcome to episode 14 of the Meelas, an Abu Dhabi wargaming podcast. The Meelas podcast is hosted by me, Simon, and joining me virtually for a fourth episode in a row is my co-host Ibrahim. Salam alaikum.
وعليكم السلام.
In this episode, we'll go through our usual segments of what got played at the Meelas, what's on the hobby table, an update on our 40k second edition campaign, and our main topic, where does the inspiration for Warhammer Armies come from? We'll even force ourselves to be inspired live, so stay tuned, or more likely jump chapters for that. Now, even though I am still bereft of karak and Arabic coffee for a fourth episode in a row, I do have an orange juice with a pint of ice cubes in it to deal with the current Central European summer. So, let's get straight into it. Ibrahim, what got played at the Milas this week?
So we had two games. I myself played Infinity with Zagosh. We were doing the global campaign missions, which are really fun. It's basically there's a hacker spy person, and you're hunting their intel from different cyberpunky locations. They spread around their little treasure stuff. It was fun. So the first mission was supposed to be like in a disco, apparently, and you're supposed to go to different ravers and scan them for intel and move around every turn with like moving clips grenades, which you can see through them, and they keep moving around, which is fun.
That sounds
Yeah,
amazing. You're describing something more like a D&D game than you are a miniatures game. I had no idea.
exactly. Yeah, I told you like they get really imaginative with their missions. And
Amazing.
next Saturday, we'll also be doing the next mission. But the first mission, we ended up with Jigosh scoring 7 against my 4, which is good. It was a fun game. The fun thing about this mission was that killing was not really part of it. So we could have spent the whole game just not killing each other. But the way you score is by first scanning and then dominating the zone of control, which is 8 inches around the objective. That theme is really cool to have around that campaign. The second game we played Maladum, which was basically, I think it's close to a hero quest. It's dungeon crawler. I played a warrior, I think, and Hassan was a sneaky piglet. It's literally a piglet. Like, I don't know what. I'm not calling Hassan a piglet. I'm just saying he was playing a piglet. And Dean was playing with like a weird alien, but fantasy blue thing. And I don't remember the other character. I really like the way the setup is for Maladum because it has a lot of walls and doors and little dungeon traps. The way enemies spawn is also interesting, where you roll a special dice. It's a d6, but has everything on it. It's one dice with like four different symbols on each side. And yeah, it was fun because you start up with no weapons, so you kind of have to really loot and look and search in the rooms to find weapons before you move on. So Hassan ended up with everything. Every time he entered the room, he would search it and try to loot everything. So he ended up just walking around and throwing stuff on the floor because he can. His inventory is too full. And he ended up throwing a hammer at me, and instead of me catching it, it somehow fell right perfectly on top of table. It was okay. That happened. It was a lot of teamwork. It was really fun, and I think it works better as a campaign. But it was a really fun little game to try out.
It sounds a little bit like Hero Quest and a little bit like original Warhammer Quest, and it looked
Mm.
fun. And weirdly, Hassan, when he was playing the One Ring, was a sneaky little hobbit who tried to pickpocket Aragon, and now he's played this little rogue character who's been taking all the loot. I feel like this is a running theme for Hassan.
Definitely, there's a pattern there. Yeah, yeah, he loved his looting. There was also this interesting system where there were other like roaming beasts, so they would can also end up fighting the other monsters in the dungeon. So you end up just looking at different NPCs fighting each other while you're just standing there trying to figure out what's happening right now and trying to escape it, which is really fun.
Mid-dungeon entertainment.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Inshallah, whenever you're back, I think you'll really enjoy it.
It sounds like my kind of thing, to be fair, yes.
Yeah. But yeah, that was what was played this weekend. As for the hobbying side, it was packed as well. We had Tyler working on his Souls of Horus, Said continuing his Iron Hands. I was working on my Marauders. Zagash brought on over his boss, but I don't think he painted it because we spent most of the time playing Infinity. Dima was also around spectating the game.
A bit of heresy and a bit of other things going on. And yet Jegosh's bust that he's in the middle of doing is amazing. I mean, the photographs, I'm sure, don't do it justice because it looks like he's added contrast to it in post, but I know he hasn't. So the kind of the depth of dark to light he's getting on it for just facial expression and skin tone is phenomenal. So all props to him as usual.
Yeah, it's really inspiring to see his work. So I saw you updated the campaign page and created the Google form for it. It was really awesome. What was your thought process when you expanded on it?
What we were talking about a couple of episodes ago when we were talking about the release of the campaign book was it was really like a version zero point 0.6. So it was just a PDF, really, that had some ideas and things put together in it. So what I did, I kind of sent out the PDF around to various different people, different discords, that kind of thing. Obviously, the Meelas group in general to see what they thought about it. And a few things stuck out to me as like, oh, I could take this a little bit to the next level. I could really start to engage people a bit more with a bit more visuals, more to kind of ground them in the world of Kadavah because I had like 3 pages of lore about it, but there was nothing to really visualize. There was nothing to kind of grab your teeth into. And some people are really inspired by words, and some people are really inspired by pictures. So I thought, right, let's add a campaign map. That was the first important thing. So you could see the area and where all these various locations were. The locations that we've added have now suggested terrain. So ancient ruins is its own kind of ruined buildings.
Mm.
There's going to be the main kind of settlement. There's a few other places that lend themselves to certain types of terrain. So when you're deciding to play your game, you can go, okay, I've got ruined buildings. I've got L-shaped buildings. Where can I fight? And the answer is you can fight in a war-torn area of the main city. You can fight in ancient ruins. You can fight in part of the Western Defense Belt. These are the kind of extra hooks I wanted to give people to go through and actually start playing the games. Well, the other thing I wanted to add was people have been commenting both in Discords and even on our YouTube page and saying, great, how do I get involved? Where do I send the battle report to? And my first thought was, that's a really good question.
Mhm.
So, what I decided to do was I've created a dedicated itch.io page for the Hollow Star, and we'll link that in the description so you can go straight to it. And what you'll find there is not only the downloadable PDF, which is now at version 1.0, and I would consider that finished, I would say, but also you'll find a link to a Google form where you can just, you don't even have to log into Google. You can just type it completely anonymously, just like you've given like an alias or a Discord name or something, and just go through the which armies we're playing, what was the mission, what happened, do you want to add any other details that are totally optional. So you can just fill that in, send it off to us. We'll get it, and it'll live on that itch.io page as an updatable hub for everybody to see the results and see the new information that's coming out and just see how people are engaging with it. Because there's Wolfpack Games in Georgia, in the US. Their retro K community is going to be doing some battle reports with us at some point.
Hey, nice.
Hey, and getting stuff from all over the world, which is very cool. And there's a couple of people on YouTube who mentioned it. A couple of people on Discords, various places have said that they'd love to even just have one game. I'm not asking anybody to stay throughout the campaign every week by week and keep having games. No, you can just have one little game in this area and help contribute to the story that we write of the campaign itself and contribute to the outcome by nudging it in one way or another.
Every little input goes a long way. I can see that. I really love the map. It has to be like one of the most aspiring things that came out so far from this project. And I'd love to see like the stories that revolve around each location that comes out from those games.
Oh, thank you. Because I was inspired mostly by the second edition's Little Armageddon booklet that came with it of four little missions, and it just had a map of the main Armageddon continent surrounded by the seas where all the hives, Hive Primus, Hive, whatever Hell's Reach, all these places.
Mm.
And I just looked at it and thought, that's exactly the kind of thing we need. So dived onto Incarnate, found a map that was overall the right shape, cloned it, messed around with it, brought it into Photoshop, added my own legends and things on it, and then boom, dropped it as a double page spread in the document. So I'm really happy. I'm really happy that you looked at that and grabbed onto it immediately because I think that visual, oh, where do I want to invade?
Hmm.
Suddenly, helps everybody connect with it, I think.
Yeah, definitely visualizes better, especially from that like bird eye view. I love that. It's even hyping me up even more to play it, and which is something I've been discussing a lot. Today I was talking about it with Roman, the other day with Hassan, and there's a lot of interest around it. And man, I can't wait for it to really get going.
I think we could have like between 6 and 8 players of varying durations. I mean, some people might just want a game, some people might want to keep going, but I feel like we'll get a good half dozen and a bit all contributing. And that's just within the Meelas kind of community. So I'm super looking forward to where it goes, and hopefully we'll kickstart a few things. Like I think I'm going to play Adam at something as one of the early games. I'll bring my lamenters and we'll work out an army for him before he packs up and leaves, and
Sure.
just
Yeah.
show him second edition at the same time as starting off the first line of the campaign, maybe, unless other people play before then. But that's the intent anyway.
Yeah. I think. Well, hey, I'll do my best to be the first game. My thousand sons are basically ready. I just waiting for one more unit, and then I'm set. Because I already planned it 1.5k list.
Amazing. Cue my excited face that you can't see because we're an audio podcast. I'm really looking forward to see what you do with these Thousand Sons. I'm really looking forward to like how you paint the demons, how you paint the greater demon, how you paint
Mm.
Harriman. This is going to be. I'm really, really looking forward to it.
Likewise, I'd love to see it like in line with the way you did your Lamenters, and likewise have them both facing each other on the table, like that just ocean of yellow and blue and red. It's gonna be sick. Like it's gonna be
Well,
awesome. You've done an amazing job on it, and your enthusiasm and hype on it is really showing. It's a project made out of love, you know. It's you can see it, you can feel it both from your work on it and the hype that's going around it. And that energy is I think one of the greatest thing about this project is that it's going to be global. That hype is already getting stuck on others, which is amazing to see.
I think is a little bit infectious. And we asked the question a few episodes ago of, what do you do when you can't hobby? And it apparently my answer is make campaigns.
Yeah. Mazak, you've nailed it. You've really nailed it. So for those that want to start second edition and don't know how to start an army or like which armies to go for, what are things would you recommend to them?
So, big question. So not all of the current 40k armies are present. Like you can't use Custodes, Tau, Dark Eldar, Admech particularly. Like there's quite a few that you might pick up and go, oh, why can't I use my army? And the answer is because they haven't fleshed them out yet. Actually, in the campaign document, it lists all the legal armies for second edition in terms of the published codices, and that includes the Codex Army lists where Imperial Agents was in, which had like Inquisitors and Grey Knights, individual squads, that kind of thing. that you can use as allies to other armies. So what I would do is have a flick through the 1.0 campaign document, and there's a section called "Those Drawn to Kadavah," and you can sort of see which forces are valid and where you could kind of start from there. And beyond that, realizing that 40K armies are based on percentages, which is you must have at least 25% squads. You can have up to 25 or 50% characters. You can have up to 25% of allies. So you've actually got a lot of freedom within there to do what you want, as well as really dive deeply, kind of heresy style, into this assault squad. What are each of those individually armed with? And
Yeah.
that level of granularity, because I think, as we said at the other episode, it's a skirmish game. It just happens to be at a squad level. But you've got the crunchiness and the real granularity of second ed to get that deep if you want to be, which I think when you're building a fluffy, lore based, fun force that feels right, almost all of the standard troopers even will be individuals to you because they're so important, and you can make them feel like individuals with loadouts in some cases. So that's where I'd look first.
Interesting way to look at it. Yes, it's problematic for me because it's putting some ideas in my head for other armies, which is bad. Mm.
I realize as I've been doing this, I'm like, well, all those guard I've got could make a really good army, maybe two armies out of guard. And then that could be with the canoness I painted up for the Blanchitsu challenge. I mean, she could be in that because that's an Imperial agent. And
Mm.
and all of a sudden, like I've almost talked myself into five different 1500 point armies without having played a game yet.
Yeah, I mean, I've only played that one game with you, and it was really fun. And I have been trying to figure out different ways to also do squats, but
Really?
beside what are they called?
It it was, the Rocknauts Space Dwarf Miniatures by Ontos Games. So shout out to
Okay.
them for doing some very cool, dwarf minis.
Yeah,
Space
and
dwarfs.
they're very in theme with the second edition Warhammer. They're really cool.
Oh, absolutely. They've definitely been designed to fill that gap of the squats didn't have their whole range ready in 28 mil, and they were very characterful, but not in a way GW wanted to continue with. Not surprised they got rid of them, but they're still very flavorful if you want literal space dwarf bikers.
Yeah, and they have that whole range there basically, like the whole. It's a small list, but it covers everything you kind of need for them.
Yeah. And at only 1,500 points anyway, you're not having enormous sets of toys. You're still keeping to a core of an army. You can take a little bit of everything, or you can lean into one way or another. And that's
Mhm.
that's what I like about this level of battle.
Yeah, it's definitely easy to build around. It would also be cool to see, for example, even the new plastic Votan painted in a scheme that's more fitting to the second edition dwarfs. It would be
Mhm.
slightly, but it's still one way to do it, I guess.
Yeah, you could probably convert them a little bit and, kit bash a weapon here or there, and suddenly they could, heavily armored ones could be half guard, and yeah, that would be an interesting way of doing it as well.
Yeah.
Because what I was going to say was that putting the Hollow Star campaign together
Yeah.
and as a finished campaign, it really made me realize how many different things that kind of fed into it as from my inspiration. So I kind of took the atmosphere of second ed, I took the 40K rulebook design, I took some kind of D&D style tabletop role playing structures and put it all together. But the thing is, almost every army project and every hobby project that I've done has begun with kind of a weird set of influences. So, for our main topic this week, what I was looking to talk about was where do our army ideas come from? And how do we as individuals turn a pile of influences into something that feels like a coherent force? So, in essence, what is inspiring a wargaming army?
So I'm saying that you are what inspires.
Oh, shook branches and that. Oh dear. I don't know where to go from that. Other than it's like, what inspired a wargaming army? Yes, I've inspired too many of yours.
Okay, so Yeah, sorry.
Completely lost me with that
Yeah,
bit of praise. Um, what I would ask you first, Ibrahim, is what normally comes first for you? Is it model, faction, color scheme, lore, game mechanics? What is it? What's your first like? Ah, I'm inspired to do something.
definitely the aesthetic of the faction, the themes of the models as well. Like for me, I've always been a chaos guy, so if I see chaos, I'm sold already. Kind of something we discussed last episode when I saw the chaos warriors, and I was already done. Like I was already, I'm in. House. There's no need for the. I don't need to see the way they play. I don't need to see how I'm gonna paint them. I had no idea how I'll paint them, but um just seeing the models, and then when I started painting the models, the scheme is slowly coming to me, keeping them a bit boring but climbing. I like Chaos because of the lore, mostly, and the way Chaos models have been presented is a bit. They're like Norska with some Chaos warriors running around, and it's something I'd love to also try out at some point, but it's gonna take a lot of time to paint all of that up and then play them and then see how they play.
So for you, it's definitely the models and the
Yeah.
way that faction is presented. Like, because your Chaos Marauders, you've been kind of painting them. It looks like they're a nice, lovely, clean kind of Ralph Bakshi kind of influenced fantasy generic Marauders. And then suddenly you put the streaking grind on them and the oils, and then they've just suddenly turned into this brutal, evil, like hard bitten set of troops, and brings them together so well, dunking them in the oil and brushing it away. It's a really lovely technique that really unifies all the different colors you put on them as well.
Thank you, man. Yeah, I was aiming for that effect, and oils usually help out in speeding that process and giving that griminess with little effort, which always works out. It's just really a waiting game and trying to be careful about not overdoing it because it's a thin line. Like you could ruin the models, and I've done
Mhm.
it so many times before. But still, when I think of chaos, I think dirty, I think grimy, I think all the bad stuff.
So when you're painting these guys, did you look at other people's marauders and kind of try and take some inspiration from them? Or did you just go, these are the colors I want, I'm gonna try it?
Me doing schemes is weird because when I do schemes, it's okay. So what are the colors in front of me? Yeah, that sounds cool, and just try it out, and then I'll either hate the whole faction or I'm gonna really enjoy it. I mean, you were there when I picked the colors for my gene stealers.
Yes. It was that
The
special edition kind of Red Bull that
yes,
was very interestingly designed, and you just, like, accidentally copied it, and
yes,
I think that worked really well. It was very on
excellent.
point for them. I think the starting point for most people is probably the box art, because when you see a model or the studio paint job, you see a model and go, "That looks cool." Either you're gonna try and imitate it and give it to that kind of same level, or you're gonna go, "I love it, but." So for me, like looking at how I got into heresy was that I picked up the plastic Araman model and thought, I'd love to paint a pre-heresy Thousand Suns. Let's see if I can do it anything like the box art. And that was probably the first time in the 30 years, let's say, that I was trying to make it look like the model that was painted on the box. And doing that to an acceptable standard for me at the time made me go, cool, let's do an army from this. But most of the time now, when I see the box art, it's an inspiration to take it in a different place,
With
either a
you.
different color scheme or different accents, different highlights, or a different style, which often for me is the older edition style. So whether it's my Blood Angels or my Lamenters, I've both tried to hark back to second, third, fourth era, and sometimes even pre-second and the end of Rogue Trader era for my Blood Angels as well, to give them that feel of an older model, even if they're brand new.
Yeah, you've nailed that feel. Especially, I remember on your Blood Angels, you've done an amazing job in giving the retro effect, even though most of them are new models. That yeah, I see that. I see what you mean. I think it really depends sometimes on the game. Like sometimes you'd want to do it as the like for example the Thousand Sons I want to do. I'll be definitely taking inspiration from second edition artwork for them. But it will definitely be inspired by that. I don't know why. For most chaos stuff, I just make up stuff. And likewise, also in Infinity, you'd want to. Sometimes, in my case, I wanted to copy the artwork on the cover because it's 3D detailed and there's so many things on the models. Going your own way might be more demanding and you need to be much more advanced painter to do that. At least, not always, but in most cases, most armies at least. But when it comes to 40K in general, I think there's a nice there's a lot of freedom and there's a wide spectrum to go for. Either you go full grim dark or grim bright, was it that you went with?
Yeah.
And then
Grim Bright.
yeah, then there's bright bright, you know?
That particularly second edition, that Saturday morning cartoon in the mid-90s, that feel is what I want my Blood Angels and sort of my Lamenters to be. But then
Yeah.
again, when I was doing my Loyalist Death Guard for Heresy, that little force, I wanted them clean because they weren't Nurglified, but I didn't want them to be bright and shiny and covered in red guns and hazard stripes.
Yeah.
So I kind of dialed it back a little bit for them because what inspired me for them was the novel Flight of the Eisenstein. And I read that novel among other novels that have all inspired me for heresy. I need to stop reading heresy novels because they always make me go, "Oh, I could do an army based on this one half line in a paragraph I read," and that's really dangerous.
Very dangerous. Extremely dangerous. I think that's why I stopped listening to to Horus Heresy books after finishing most of them because I'll end up with 9 different armies every weekend.
Absolutely. um, and other times when we get an inspiration, it's in the old days when we only looked at White Dwarf because we didn't have the internet. You'd see occasional like armies from um, parts of the White Dwarf team or just like random salespeople fighting in battle reports, and they go, "Oh, this is his personal army," and it would suddenly be completely different to the way the
Mm.
studio looked and painted, or whether it was like a John Blanche army or Ed Sawyer's Orcs. I think towards the end of second edition looked like a fourth, fifth, sixth edition army, but it was the end of second because they were unified. Like the studio's Eldar army in second was super bright colors. It was completely a rainbow of all the different aspects, were all painted completely differently, and it was just a riot of color. And then suddenly, when they got into third, fourth, fifth, they developed the Studio Bieltan army, and suddenly it was completely cohesive in terms of the whites and the greens across every unit, and they were really one force altogether, and they looked like that on the battlefield. And that was very inspirational for, oh, we can actually link things together. I think, particularly with like Eldar and Space Marines as well, your mental perception of them will be kind of what era of Warhammer you joined, because depending on what the studio armies was, kind of maybe depends on what you collected. So there was a time when it was Bieltan, there was a time when it was Ulthwé, there was a time when it was Alitok, and people join at one point and go, "Oh, that's what Eldar looked like," and then that's the
Oh,
craft world that they associate with. A bit like Space Marines,
true.
everybody thinks of Ultramarines now, but there's the editions when it was Dark Angels or Blood Angels or Crimson Fists or whoever it happens to be. And that's where you kind of set your mental perception of what an army should look like.
Yeah, that's fair. For me, it was when I was playing Eternal Crusade. I used to play Eldar as all three, and I think I just love that scheme, the bone white over the black. Um, and it's something I keep looking back and again, this going back to second edition is freeing a bit for me because it's making me rethink a lot of different 40K factions because I'm not really stuck with the newer editions. Can always go back playing the old stuff and it's more interesting to me at least.
Lovely. So I think those are all the different inspirations that come from like within Warhammer and what comes from
Mhm.
GW themselves. But obviously we have tons of inspiration that comes from everywhere else. And even if you get out of other hobbyists' work that you've seen, we're always constantly being exposed to other media and other forms of things. So for me, one of the things that can inspire me from outside of the Warhammer world is music. So I think I mentioned this before on a previous podcast, but one of my friends is the bassist in a metal band called Sword back in the UK. And their latest album has just dropped recently called With Might and Vengeance, which kind of tells you all about their kind of music. And one of the tracks on that is called Saxon Steel, which listening to that just made me feel like I should be creating an epic last stand of maybe Dark Angels, maybe Imperial Fists, everybody wielding swords, having their breaches and defensive lines, and it just inspired a feel to go with the music. And one day I will get that army done, but not for a few projects time. But it was just struck me as a random place where I grabbed inspiration. But you can
Yeah.
get them from so many places, whether it's music, you've got specific movies, you've got franchises and IP. Like a lot of people look at, Starship Troopers, for example, for their Imperial Guard, or you look at if you could picking up the Victoria Miniatures Praetorian looking Kickstarter shit that she was doing recently. You're looking at the British Empire in Southern Africa, Zulu wards kind of thing, with bright red jackets and pith helmets and things like that. So there's so many different places you can take this kind of inspiration from. I mean, where have you got random inspirations from for your armies, Ibrahim?
Well, my Solar Auxilia um, is painted similarly to the scheme of the UAE's armed forces. Basically, the sand camo for the tanks and for the infantry. I had some more inspiration about it because, for example, if you look at a lot of the newer tech the UAE army uses is also in black. So I mixed up my solo auxiliaries armor in black. I even copied the UAE's army tanks camos when I did it on the Lehman Russes and on the Valdor and Furnace. I always wanted to do an army, but like never made sense to do a Space Marine chapter around it. And then Solar Auxilia kind of, I was like, okay, that I would love to do that. And it was a really fun thing to like an army to do.
I found it interesting that Warhammer players are taking influences from like historical wargamers, and also now historical wargamers are taking their influences for painting styles from how the Warhammer players have always painted their miniatures. So there's the proper cross fertilization of styles and techniques and interest. I really loved watching your Solar Auxilia come to life because there was a definite like these are real life schemes that will make sense for a human-based army in Warhammer, and it was really they look cohesive, they look like a real force, and I think that's one of the great things you can do with Imperial Guard, Astra Militarum, Imperial Arms Militia, Solar Auxilia, whatever you wanna use them for, that you
Okay.
can take that kind of inspiration.
There's endless flavor to put in, especially in these ones you mentioned. And I think that's the beauty of Warhammer as well. It's a clean it's a clean slate that you can work up from. You can really put whatever you like or from whichever medium into it. Like, I can't wait to see someone do Necrons in like Star Wars droids scheme. We're yet to get there.
Well, Zaheen did do his Drop Fleet Commander force that was very, very much like the Rebel Alliance in Star Wars.
We did. Yes, it was awesome. Yeah, we're also planning like another game on that soon. And so subconsciously, I think I also did my top feat army as the Eldari from Warcraft or Demon Hunters, even though it doesn't make sense. But after I was done with it, I was like, oh, the scheme is just Warcraft Demon Hunters, it's green and purple. I
Uh,
mean, it's
but here's the
nice.
thing, it doesn't have to make sense. They don't have to be the Illidari command fleet. It's just, you've taken a color palette reference, whether it was consciously or subconsciously, and put it in a different game, and it works because we know that those colors work together and the way the gradient is and the highlight and the accent, we can see that. And by attaching it to something completely different, you don't look at it as an outsider and think, "Oh, that looks like the diary. You get,
Mm.
oh, that's a cool scheme.
It's a very freeing way to think about schemes as well. Like sometimes you don't really have to just sit there and try and look at the color wheel. There's an endless amount of options and palettes there are out there, and if it works for you, if you like, think it's cool, that's sometimes that's more than enough as long as you enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's so many different ways you can take any army. We've talked about color. You've talked about symbols that you were kind of matching the style of how these things look. You've also got, when you're looking at an army, thinking of a battlefield behavior and whether that's something that that army plays into or not. Do you want to try and make them do something they don't usually do? Or do you want to lean into a particular aspect of their fighting and go, do you know what? I do want to have the all jet bike white scars, for example. And that can be the inspiration of, I saw a model, I saw a style of battle. There's a style of warfare that I'm trying to copy with a particular army. That can really go nicely as well.
Yeah, I think like one of the most wonderful things GW did around that, even indirectly, was making the black books for the Horse House 1.0 feel like historical books. And
Mm.
there's also the Imperial Armor books that also had the same vibe to it, which can be itself an inspiration to check different historical armies schemes and then applying them on your minis regardless of the faction. Because it's if you look at the older Forge World stuff, they used to paint stuff in a more the way historical figures would be painted. You could really take inspiration from historical miniature painters because their techniques that they apply is also like applicable to the way you paint minis, and that's honestly where I learned or took a lot of inspiration from on how to do oils.
Oh, absolutely. Because sometimes it can be the technique that leads you, that you say, I want to try this specific technique on these
Mhm.
models.
Sometimes that's worth in itself is enough to inspire a new army. Like I remember when I first got my airbrush and I had no idea how to use it. I had a lot of Nighthaunt models, so I spent a lot of time. Like most of that army is oils and airbrushing. Like I almost did very limited amount of brushing on them because they were easy to do in that style. So sometimes, yeah, just techniques alone can inspire entire armies.
At what point does inspiration become just copying somebody else's idea? So, for example, whether it's copying the box art, or for me, my first thing when I decide to paint an army, because I'm usually thinking of the concept and the lore and the character of it first, and then I have an idea of the colors, but I don't think in terms of how I'm going to paint it. I just think of the scheme. Then my first thing to always do is go to Duncan Rhodes Painting Academy on YouTube and type in the army that I'm building and painting and seeing if he's done it. And then, because he's most likely for me to have the painting technique that I can copy. If not, then I'll go to Goonhammer because they usually have 4 or 5 different examples per army of how to paint them. So my Space Wolves ended up being derived from one of the guys from Goonhammer. My Lamenters, I was copying Wib from Snipe and Wib YouTube channel because he has a gorgeous Lamenters army full of like Rogue Trader and second edition models. And when he explained his scheme, I thought, I could do that. Let me just change the base yellow to one that I have, and
Mm.
everything else should be fine. And so by basically just copying his scheme, I've ended up with Lamenters that are still exactly as I wanted them to look, but maybe I haven't arrived there organically by copying somebody else. So, at what point are we using people for inspiration, and at what point are we just imitating them to get what we want? And does it matter?
I don't think it does. Like I think it's always good to, unless you want to start from scratch and solo it. I mean, you could, but it's also easier to, for example, if you find someone that's doing what you're, I mean, as you said, like you're looking at someone that's already doing what you want to do and copying them. Usually, what I would do also is do that, but then not take the whole thing. Like take different things from different people, like specific things I liked, and apply it then afterwards. Like I would look at Grimdark Compendium, Cult of Paint are my go-to, especially for Hersey stuff. But more recently, when I did my custodies, for example, I just literally copied their scheme. I adjusted a bit, removed some steps, I added some for my own because in the end, it's how can I make it easier and faster to do? And in the end, I really enjoyed it, doing it that way. So it really depends, I think.
Yeah, I think overall, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. And if you're trying to paint your army a certain way to look like another hobbyist's, then that is just a form of praise for them that they've inspired you to go, that's exactly what I want my minis to look like. How do you do that?
For
You see people on Discords asking for recipes like, that red is gorgeous. How did you make that red? And sometimes you get, I use these G-Dub paints. And then sometimes you get, well, I used 8 different paints across 3 years from 12 different manufacturers and techniques that you don't know how to do yet. And you go, "Oh."
yeah, yeah, that's gonna be discouraging.
But s
But
because sometimes seeing that inspirational single model and thinking, "I wish my whole army could look like that," you're not able to do that across a whole army, at least at a pace that you're happy with. Every model can't always be a character model if you need to paint 45 or 50 of them.
become very tedious. Like it's
Mm.
unless it's like an army you wanted to do it that way, it's fine. But like it really depends on what's your end goal with this army. Because
Yeah, if you
sometimes you can be
if you wanna get your army on the table quick and, like, "I want to play this army," then maybe don't spend 25 hours on each model. There's a balance between how quickly do you want to get them on the table and how good do you want them painted, and how much time are you willing to spend on that. And it's that's an individual decision for everybody of how they balance that equation between speed, effort, frustration sometimes, being able to go, okay, can you reproduce that amazing single model 20 times? Because if you can't, then maybe that's not the scheme for you.
unless you want to kind of improve your skills, and then that's one way to do it because it's easier to copy someone that already know what they're doing than attempting to make up your own way. I think that's the best. Honestly, it's one of the best ways to improve one's painting is to find a specific YouTube. And I guess the resources are endless now with YouTube, Patreon, and all of that to look at different ways people like paint, and copying them can really be an eye opener on either the things you could improve on or change or just different change your approach to painting. So I think copying is really a good way to improve your paint, or in some cases, to make an army really fast, like a stories.
This is low model count, easy technique, done.
I had the idea, but like, how do you apply that? Like, how do you copy that sandy color, and where am I supposed to go from here? And my approach was to not exactly research, but try to look at historical figure painters and how they would do their sandy camo schemes. I then got the command year squad for the Solar Auxilia and tried the different schemes I had in mind on 5 different models. And then the one I enjoyed and found really fast to do and looked the best, that was the one I went with. So that process was a bit different than my usual, which is, oh, I have a model in front of me, I have some paints in front of me, let me figure this out as I go. But for that, because it was coming from somewhere, there had to be more prep work before starting it. That makes sense.
Yeah, that makes total sense. When you're trying to, if not imitate something, but you're trying to pay an homage to something, you're really trying to work out how to display it best. And I think that makes total sense. Absolutely. My next question would be though, what about when it doesn't work? So you get halfway through an army and go, eh, either it's taking too long, you're not doing it well enough, you haven't mastered the technique. Like I look at my Escher for Necromunda, and I really wanted a kind of cell shaded comic book style, but the way I've got through it so far is it just looks like I've kind of painted it normally but badly. And I'm not quite getting it. Even though there's only, 8 of them, I'm kind of looking at them thinking, "Is my inspiration need to be amended to a different style?" So,
Hmm.
what do you do when you get into an army and go, "Actually, this is not the color scheme I need"?
I think that's where the prep comes in. You go half through the project and you're still not satisfied with it. I think sometimes it's okay to maybe drop it and then maybe come back to it in the future with a much wider perspective than you started off with.
Yeah, I think other than looking at some cell shade comic book type models that people had done, I don't think I did enough prep to work out exactly how I was going to do it. I was just like, oh, instead of trying to blend a highlight, I'm just going to use three colors and go, middle band, higher band, highlight band, done. And that kind of works on some pieces of them and then doesn't work on others. And then I kind of halfway through fell back into painting them like I normally paint them, so they're a bit all over the shop. So maybe at some point they just need to either get stripped or resprayed and fixed with a bit more prep of how I'm going to do that shading, maybe.
It happens a lot. Like I've done that with my squats as well for Necromunda. I painted a box set and then I thought the scheme was too boring and then I started another one. And now I look at them and I think, oh, that's also boring. So it's just, it's just, I think, part of progressing in the hobby as well is looking at the older stuff you've done or the things you would now do differently. And that can also affect how you look at your models.
Looking at my Thousand Suns, the ones that I started off doing 3 years ago versus the ones that were at the end of the army. So you look at like my tactical squads versus my, say, segment, and it's not that they're in different armies, but there's a different style of decoration to them that's much more interesting compared to just the troopers I started off with. So definitely, like things can evolve as you go through an army across a long time. Um,
Mm,
and you can look back and go, if I started Thousand Suns now, I would do it a different way, but I'm still happy with the ones that I'd already done. It's not like I'm going to have increasingly more exciting Votan until I get to, these are the real exciting ones. This is how they should all look.
yeah, that's a problem I keep having is I don't like my army not being uniform. I could even stop a whole army because I feel like I don't like how I started it off with.
Hmm.
So it's weird. And that's also why I end up with 7,000 different armies.
Well, they're all of use and they all look lovely. So,
Hey, that's something.
okay. So, would you like to invent a Space Marine chapter live?
It's gonna end up really messy.
So, Ibrahim, what we are going to do now is try and have inspiration strike us as we're having this conversation and see how it goes. So, let's use some random inspirations to invent a Space Marine chapter live on the internet as we are. So, let's mix and match a few different inspirations. So, let's have a historical period of anywhere on the planet. Let's give ourselves I don't know, a song or maybe a musical genre to think about. Let's pick a color and then let's pick lastly an emotional theme, which there's only going to be a few different emotional themes for Space Marines, but we can develop some things. And what we'll do based on those four inspirations is that we'll pick ourselves a color palette for these Marines. We'll see what their bases should be, how we'd name them, what is the character of the army, and what are the three most important units we'll attach to them.
Let's do it.
Give me a historical period of somewhere on the planet.
Um, let's so let's go for the fall of Constantinople.
Fall of Constantinople.
Yes, by the Ottomans, of course.
So, what year was that in?
That was 1453.
Okay. So, we are looking at the destruction of the Byzantine Empire. by the Ottomans in 1453.
Yes.
There is our area to kind of locate us. Let's look at a song specifically, or perhaps a musical genre. What is inspiring us today? What was like the most recent type of music you listened to?
I mean, the last thing was System of a Down. I think I was listening to Toxicity, I think it was.
You were listening to the best album.
Yes. To the best song.
Well,
uh,
Aerials. Mm,
yeah. No, it's a tricky one. I can't say. I usually
but
used to listen to Toxicity, the album as a whole thing. So
yeah,
I could, yeah.
let's take that album. Okay,
Yes.
let's pick a color.
I'll give you this one at least. Or do you want me to pick all of them?
Tell you what, let me pick the color because you've had the first two brilliantly. So I would say let's do a boring color. Let's do brown. Let's just say
Okay.
we've been inspired by brown for some reason.
I have been painting brown all week. So I'm done.
Well, there we go. This will help you out. And let's pick an emotional theme. Now, Space Marines as indoctrinated child soldiers pumped with drugs and additional organs are not going to be particularly varied in their emotional themes. So let's pick revenge. So we
Kind
have
of.
the fall of Constantinople in 1453, which, as Wikipedia clearly tells me, was the culmination of a 53-day siege by
Mhm.
the Ottoman Empire against the Byzantine armies, which included
Yes.
Genoa, Venice, Aragon, France. So basically, a bunch of stuff that's European got taken out by the Ottomans and the Serbian despotate. Interesting.
Oh,
Oh, Serbs mentioned. Um, our song or genre or album, we've been listening to a lot of System of a Down recently. I think they played,
in
they
Warsaw.
toured recently. I think Mamikon had gone to see them. I saw on his Insta he'd been to see them.
Oh,
So
they were in Poland last week and in London, I think 2 weeks before.
they're kind of topical. We're picking brown, the color, and we're picking revenge as our emotional theme. So my immediate thought, we put all those together and you take a brown colored Space Marine chapter. Now, maybe they're not brown because they use brown armor. Maybe they're brown because they are covered in mud, for example. Maybe they are a type who uses a kind of warfare that just churns up the land. There's a lot of tanks, there's a lot of artillery bombardments. They get covered in mud. So that will also be our basing style. We're going to weather and grind the hell out of them. Nobody's ankles will remain their original color. They will all be brown. Fully grimdark, very kind of early heresy stuff.
Nice.
Then we take Revenge and we say, okay, we blend Revenge with System of a Down and the album Toxicity, and we give them all chemical weapons. We give them Alchem Flamers, very Death Guard style.
Loving it.
Is this one of the new fleets of Primaris Marines, the Grey Shields, where they has Arkan Land taken a bit of Death Guard gene seed and gone, "Ah, these guys like it toxic. What can we do with them?" And so those are their kind of weapons that we have lots of vibrant plasma. Plasma color is like a sickly neon green, say, and they use lots of flamers and lots of heavy artillery. And the fall of Constantinople gives me a siege army.
Apparently. Yeah.
So they are this particular chapter of Marines for me would be someone who comes along, finds a fortress that's done something naughty, and wipes it off the face of the earth and leaves it a smoking pile of toxic sludge.
Very much a theme. Very happy as well. I'd love to see that.
Now you've got there you go. There's your 11th edition army.
Hey. Or Black Shields.
Or yeah, Black Shields. Could that be? Is that a legion for heresy and it's loyalist Death Guard who still love doing war crimes with pollution?
Sure sounds like it. Like
Yeah,
you so because of the Constantinople, like the Byzantine part of it, you could either go with the Byzantine part and make it brown and purple, or you could go the other way around and then go brown and red.
because with
Either way.
Byzantine, are we thinking like architecture? Because we could put a lot of gold on it. We could put, but then that gets covered in mud and gunk and
Yeah.
toxicity.
the toxicity of the city. Yeah,
Yeah. So when you look at it, you don't go, "Oh, somebody's been listening to too much System of a Down." You go, "No, this is a Death Guard successor in some description force that lays waste to fortifications."
yep,
And you put all of those 4 things together that we've just decided randomly, and we've ended up with a Space Marine force.
yeah.
And if you wanted to name them like individual characters, that's the point where I would flick through commanders and leaders of the Ottoman Empire in that battle and see what their names were like. That would probably lead me on a Wikipedia surfing journey of, okay, who was this general? What were his
GB.
guys called? Who was his best unit? And bring in a few names here or there. Do we pick the most common names in Serbia, for example, because we mentioned the Serbian despotate? We noticed that they use Janissaries. So does that mean they have some cool Terminator type guys as an elite infantry unit? Is it that the Janissaries are the Devastator squads, the heavy weapon support squads? By asking these kind of questions of where does the inspiration take you, you can then suddenly come up with something completely new and interesting without being too obvious as where you came from. Unless you talk about it on a podcast, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, it really came in together. And I see how that can be mimicked to do like a lot of different stuff as well. You could do the same with Eldar. Like it doesn't even have to be a Space Marine chapter. Like it can be any faction.
Exactly. Space Marines are easy to homebrew because making your own chapter is fun and cool. But then again, so is making your own craft world or making your own Imperial Guard regiment. Like,
Yeah,
this is half the
perfect.
reason that I think we're in this hobby is because we can take it and make it our own by
Mm.
taking 4 random pieces of inspiration off the top of our head. I mean, we haven't pre-planned this. This is just where it came from. And that's where we can go.
Yeah, well, that's like a really nice way to introduce anyone to like homebrewing their own faction and where to take inspiration from and where to start off. Like this is a really nice template.
Absolutely. I think we were quite successful.
I think we were.
We should quit while we're ahead, and that was that was a good way to end, but on a successful note.
Yeah, nice.
Sweet.
I love this idea to like start different armies and different like starting from scratch. This is a nice way, like as a
Yeah.
pillars, to work from.
Yeah, yeah. I'm surprised it worked that well.
It's amazing, man. Love it. Love to see it, man. And I'd love
Yeah.
to maybe at some point even do like a small force, like Grey Sheets force, or whatever people come up with, like the name and just a small Meelas force. They make
Ooh,
really love it. Hey, don't get me hyped
wow.
on something I
So Ibrahim's accidentally started. So when you said what's inspiring and you said Simon, you were actually correct.
yes. No, I meant
I,
it literally.
I thought you were just being kind, but we
Wow,
proved it
it's
correct.
dangerously true.
Oh, lovely. That's
Funny.
fantastic. That wraps it up for the Milas podcast this week. If you've got this far, please do like and subscribe on whatever platform you're on, and also follow us on our Instagram page, which is ad.wargaming. We look forward to seeing you next time. We're on YouTube, we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. So, for this 14th episode of the Milas, Ibrahim, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. And don't forget to start new armies.